Us for this 10 o'clock hour of the Pix 11 Morning News. So listen, even if you love what you do, your work can have a way of sucking all your time.
Work is infinite. Work is unforgiving. It is also exciting and joyful.
Yes, it can be exciting and joyful. Hint, hint, bosses on the 10th floor. That's part we're focusing on today, the joyful aspect. Jodi Katz has written a new book called Facing the Seduction of Success, Inspiring Stories on Leading in Business While Living Your Life. Jodi joins us now along with Real Housewife of Orange County, Gina Kirschenheiter, who's also an entrepreneur. I mean, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. This is so fun.
This is a lot of fun because both of you have been so successful in your own rights, launching your own businesses. Gina, your new line, Caragala, is that the correct way?
Yes.
So, Jodi, you've been running your beauty marketing agency for 15 years. You also have a successful podcast. What did you think was missing that drove you to write this book?
I was always so frozen with self-doubt in my whole career and felt so alone in my head when I started my agency. So by the time I was like really trying to gather my ambition for what I wanted my agency to be, I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And with the advice of my business coach, he said, start a podcast, talk to other people. So I started Where Brains Meets Beauty podcast, and I learned I'm not alone. Everybody feels this way. And it was like free therapy and free business coaching for me.
Isn't it amazing how you see, you're both so successful in your own rights, but you see successful people, specifically women, and we all have this little dark secret of, I'm not quite good enough. Is that, I mean, do you remember that one moment where you were like, uh-oh?
I used to think that I couldn't reach my goals because I didn't go to college with the right people. Like it was really so deep inside me, the self-doubt. And it took a long time, many years for me to really unravel and teach myself that I can make my dreams come true.
Right.
The only person holding me back was myself.
Was you. So seduction is in the title. Other than selling a great book and podcast, why put it there and what does that mean?
Well, when I think about the journey of building a business or just rising in your career, when you get a little taste of one of your goals, you want more.
For sure.
It's yummy, right?
So, every time I talk with somebody who's ambitious, and they can be ambitious in a different career, it doesn't have to be mine, any industry, people are striving to reach their goals, and they taste them and they want more, and they taste them and they want more. But then what does that do with the rest of your life, right? I didn't start my business so that I could work all the time. I actually started my business so I could work less, and I wanted to be a mom. Like that's really what it was all about, so that I could have flexibility. So I have to reboot and reset myself from time to time to say, like, what am I feeling right now? Am I actually paying attention to my whole life, or am I just following my ambitions in my career?
Oof, that's a lot. We could spend a whole hour talking about that. Gina, talk to us about this new skincare line. I love it.
Thank you. So yeah, Caragala. So for me, it's very personal, and I had a lack of confidence in myself because of like skin issues that I had, and I just went out and sourced like amazing products. And I regained my confidence, and I just want to share it with other women. I think that I found a lot of my success just being comfortable with who I am and being kind of okay with showing that imperfection.
Sure.
Which is why, like, reading Jodi's book, I found it very refreshing that she could be like open and honest. And everybody struggles, and it's hard to find balance. But I feel like if you are trying to find that balance, you're winning.
Yeah. And especially, I also find finding like-minded people, because then you suddenly don't feel like you're alone in the world.
Right. Yeah, and it is good, and it is refreshing to hear that everybody does struggle, even the people who, seemingly are perfect and nailing it all. Like really, everybody's just kind of treading water, right? So
we're like swans, right? Up here, we're cool, calm, and collected. Down here, we're like,
those feet are going. Yeah.
So is that sort of a moment that you had when you read her book that you were like, oh?
Yeah, it is nice, and I like the authenticity of it. I like that she is able to be vulnerable and put that out there, and her podcast, I feel like, is sort of like therapy without the therapist, So it's nice, and when you find somebody who is like-minded and has a common goal, and our industries collided, it's just like a good match. So
it's like therapy without the copay.
yeah,
Lord knows
exactly.
it ain't cheap.
Yeah,
I
it is
know.
not.
Card-carrying member
yeah,
of
I'll take all
Going
the help
Tech.
I can get.
Text my therapist on the regular. The founder of It Cosmetics, Jamie Kern, she's talked about how she lived and breathed her products and missed out on a lot of family activities. You say you have to know when to call it quits, which is something that you said you wanted to be successful so that you could work less and raise a family. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, first I want to say everybody's journey is their own, right? There's no one way to do it, right? There's people like Jamie who just like, she had a very specific goal and ambition. She knew exactly how much time and what it would take in revenue to get there, and that's the path she chose. I chose a different one because my immediate, in that moment, I wanted to be a mom. I wanted to be able to go to Mommy and Me gymnastics during the day on a weekday, right? This was my goal. But what happened is when I was finally at Mommy and Me Gymnastics, I had a phone in my pocket that was sending me text messages or emails from clients, and I was responding to it. And over time, I realized I don't like Mommy and Me Gymnastics. Why? So that's the thing. I actually sat with myself and figured out, why is this so stressful? This is actually what I've been working for.
Right.
And then I realized I was trying to spread myself too thin. I wasn't allowing myself to be here and be present at gymnastics and then wait 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour to attend to those emails.
That's a lot. Are you still doing the Mommy and Me classes?
Well, my kids are 14 and 11, so no.
You are not doing Mommy and Me
not.
anything. Gina, what was, you touched on this a little bit, but I think this is super helpful for viewers because they see themselves in you. What was the takeaway, the number one takeaway from this book and having this relationship?
You know what, I think that my takeaway overall is that it's okay to not, it's like water skis, right? One ski is family and mom, one ski is career. The goal should be just get up.
Yeah.
And in order to get up, there has to be balance, right? So just get up, balance, stay up. Don't worry about being the fastest person in the water.
Right.
Right? And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the goal. And then over time, when you find that balance and you are up, that's where then you can get your speed and you know, catch up to the pace. But I think that was like good to hear that like you don't have to be the fastest person in the water.
And sometimes you water ski and you're crouched down because you're still trying to find your balance.
Right, and that's okay too. Yeah, just
Thank you.
like
Phew.
yeah, embrace yourself because you're gonna fall at some point. You got to get back up.
Make sure you have the life thing, the life preserver.
Wear your life preserver. Buckle up.
In these last few minutes, which I can't believe this time has passed by because we have only scratched the surface. Can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming season?
Oh my gosh, I really wish I
know, you have a gag order.
Everybody's on the edge of their seats, and as am I, though.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what I can say? Like, I personally wouldn't really mind like a little bit of a cast shakeup as long as I'm part of it.
Look at you, looking fabulous. A little cast shakeup. Just make sure Gina is a part of it.
Right.
Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
This is a fantastic opportunity for me to talk to you, like-minded human beings. Facing the Seduction of Success is out next Tuesday, June 7th. You can pre-order it now. A portion of the proceeds from the book are going to Girls Healing Girls, period, and Skin of Color Society. Love that even more. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Continued success.